All right, everyone, get ready for a deep dive. And this time we're looking at modern dating.
Ooh, modern dating.
Yeah, finding love offline specifically.
Offline.
You guys sent us this Reddit thread
Oh, fun.
from Rask Men Advice. And wow, it's a lot.
A lot going on.
Yeah, a lot of different perspectives.
Interesting.
This all starts with this user, Chud37.
Child 37, okay.
He's feeling a bit lost.
Lost in love or?
Well, after a breakup.
Ah, okay.
And wants to know how to find love offline in Birmingham, UK.
Birmingham. So that adds another layer to this whole thing.
Right, exactly.
Okay.
And what's so interesting is that so many people responded to him.
Right. Like it's a common problem.
Yeah, he really struck a nerve
Makes sense.
with this question.
Yeah, everyone's frustrated.
Totally. And, he says he's tried going to pubs to meet people, but it feels forced to strike up conversations there.
I can see that.
And he sees attractive women in shops,
Yeah.
but thinks it would be inappropriate to approach them. He's even looked for social clubs, but nothing seems promising yet.
So he's trying. He's really trying.
Yeah, so he turns to Reddit for advice.
For help? Yeah.
And the advice is all over the place.
Oh, wow. Like a social experiment?
It is really.
Different people, different backgrounds, different views all coming together.
Exactly. You have this very specific situation and then all this advice pouring in.
Interesting.
But let's unpack some of this advice.
Okay, let's do it.
One theme that kept coming up was shared activities.
Shared activities. Okay.
Like this user, Man222, suggested joining a volleyball league.
Oh, yeah, volleyball.
The idea is that you'll meet people organically while doing something you enjoy.
Right. You already have that in common.
Exactly.
Right.
And if you're lucky, maybe you'll meet someone special.
Someone who likes volleyball.
Well, yeah, or just someone you connect with.
Right, of course.
And Dismal Ad 614 actually said, and I quote, "Hobbies and interests will lead to natural connection." It seems like a lot of people think shared passions are a strong foundation for a relationship.
Yeah, that natural connection. That's so important.
Right, like it's the opposite of the forced feeling from the dating apps.
Exactly. You're not just swiping through profile
You're actually experiencing life.
and connecting with people.
And another piece of advice that kept coming up was about approaching women in public.
Ah, this is where it gets tricky.
It does.
It's a bit of a minefield.
So some people, like this user Fist fans,
Yeah.
think you should just go for it.
Just go for it.
Be bold,
Okay.
direct, even if it means approaching someone in a shop or on the street.
Hmm.
But then you have people like Murky Anxiety 4884 who are worried about being misunderstood.
But you don't want to come across the wrong way.
Exactly.
Like creepy or something.
What one person sees as confident, another person might see as intrusive.
Yeah, it's all about context and reading the situation.
Absolutely. So how do we navigate this?
How do we find that balance?
How do you be assertive but also respectful?
Especially now when dating norms are constantly changing.
What do you think is the key here?
Ooh, that's a tough one.
Yeah.
It's a tough one for sure.
There's no easy answer.
No, not at all.
It depends on the situation, people involved.
So many factors.
You have to read those social cues
Definitely.
and be respectful.
Always.
But there's this one comment from a woman.
Oh, interesting.
Her username is T the T-Rex.
Okay.
And she had a really interesting perspective.
What did she say?
She said that while confidence is important,
Hmm.
she also likes a sense of humor
Okay.
and playfulness.
So not taking yourself too seriously?
Exactly.
Oh.
She even suggested having a few dad jokes ready.
Dad jokes to break the ice.
Yeah, like a funny way to start a conversation.
I like that.
I think it shows that you don't have to be this super smooth,
Yeah.
like pickup artist type.
Just be yourself.
Exactly. Be authentic.
Be genuine.
Let your personality shine through.
Because that's what people are attracted to.
Right. Someone who's real.
And speaking of being your best self,
Yeah.
there was this other commenter, XAD90, who suggested using this time to work on yourself.
Like self-improvement.
Exactly. Set some goals.
Whether it's fitness or career or personal development.
Right.
And their point was that becoming more confident will make you more attractive.
It makes sense.
When you feel good about yourself,
Yeah.
it shows.
You radiate confidence.
And people are drawn to that.
It's true.
But it's not always easy to focus on self-improvement.
Especially after a breakup.
You might feel lonely, discouraged.
Absolutely.
And the thread acknowledges that.
Yeah, a lot of people shared their struggles with dating apps.
We do.
Feeling like you're stuck in this cycle of swiping.
Superficial interactions.
Ew, real connection.
And there's this one commenter, Satupio,
Okay.
who thinks dating apps are designed to exploit users.
Exploit users?
Yeah, he thinks it's all about profit maximization.
Interesting.
He says that women are bombarded with options while men struggle to get noticed.
So creates this imbalance.
Right, and it makes people question their self-worth.
Yeah, like, are we too reliant on algorithm?
Instant gratification.
Using sight of what really matters.
It's a good question.
It is.
But even with all the challenges,
Yeah.
there were still some positive stories.
Oh, good.
Like Scatterfrail met his girlfriend on Reddit.
No way on Reddit.
They were both looking for someone to write fantasy stories with.
Oh, wow. What are the chances?
Amazing.
Talk about finding love in unexpected places.
Right. It shows that connection can happen anywhere.
You just have to be open to it.
So what about this whole Birmingham thing?
Ah, yes.
Chud 37 seemed to think his location was a problem.
Well, some cities are definitely tougher for dating than others.
Right. But it's all about finding your tribe.
People who share your values.
And maybe that means stepping outside your comfort zone,
Exploring new things.
getting new people.
Like, Head Out a Plane suggested just making more friends in general.
Yeah, expand your social circle.
And you never know who you might meet.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And even if you don't find romance.
You're still enriching your life.
Yeah, meeting new people.
Having new experiences.
And this brings us back to self-improvement.
Right.
Like this commenter, Iomi 1970. They found love after focusing on their own happiness.
So it's about being content with yourself first.
Exactly. And then you'll attract people who appreciate you for who you are.
I love that.
It's about inner peace
Self-love.
and creating a life that you love.
And then someone special can come along and complement that.
It all ties together.
It does.
Finding your passions,
Building genuine connections.
being your authentic self.
And being open to love.
All right, so we've covered a lot of ground here.
We have. It's a lot to process.
It is. So let's try to break down some key takeaways.
Key takeaways, yeah.
What can our listeners learn from all of this?
Well, first of all, dating apps aren't the only way to find love.
Right. They might be convenient, but they're not the be-all and end-all.
This thread was full of alternative suggestions.
Like what?
Joining social clubs, pursuing hobbies, volunteering.
Oh, yeah, even just being open to conversations in everyday life.
Exactly. It's about being proactive.
Taking charge of your own love life.
Instead of relying on algorithms.
And another big takeaway was self-improvement.
Self-improvement. Yeah, so many people emphasize that.
Working on yourself makes you more attractive to others.
Inside and out.
It's not just about looks.
It's about confidence, pursuing your passions.
Becoming the best version of yourself.
And when you feel good about yourself, it shows.
It does, and it can be magnetic.
People are drawn to that energy.
But of course, even with the best effort,
Yeah.
rejection is always a possibility.
It's part of the process.
And this thread was honest about that.
A lot of people shared their own struggles.
Heartbreak, frustration.
It's tough putting yourself out there.
But even in the face of rejection,
There was a sense of hope.
resilience,
People encouraging each other to keep trying.
don't give up,
Keep learning, keep growing.
because you never know when love might find you.
Could be just around the corner.
And speaking of finding things,
Oh, are we talking about our channels?
we are. If you enjoyed this deep dive into modern dating,
Be sure to check out our YouTube channel
Chana Palaj,
for more thought-provoking content.
and of course, don't forget our podcast,
Voices of the Soul.
where we explore a wide range of topics.
We'd love to have you join us.
Thanks for listening, everyone, and until next time.
Keep those conversations flowing.